Okay. Hello. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the creative server of the Grove. I'm just double checking if everything's correct. Oh, I've turned off the music. Complete accident that was. I was trying to close another tab and I've turned off the music. Let's get that back up so we don't suffer in silence. There it is. There we go. Lovely stuff. Okay, so with the building tag as balding, that, yeah, well, let's hope we're not going to bald during the stream, or at least any time in the next 10 years would be nice. So as the title was saying, we're going to be planning a build today because I want to make sure I get it right before I put it into like the physical survival world. So what am I doing? I need to grab some materials. So I'm just going to mark out everything first. So this front bit here, I've got it written down somewhere. Front bit was, I think it was 15 by 27. So we'll do 15 along here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I've miscounted already. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 across the front there, and it should be 7 in the middle, I believe. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, okay, so that is equal. That is what it's supposed to be. And then this one along here is 27. So once we've got this out, I'm going to have a look at some reference images. I'm going to start trying to sort of piece together this this town hall. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, and 27, I think is correct. We may need to double check that again just to make sure. Let me also move this closer just to make sure you can hear me. If the audio levels are a bit crap, let me know and I can adjust them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 28. Okay, so that needs to be there to get to 27. Cool. Currently fine. Excellent to hear. That is perfect to hear. Very happy about that. Here we go. So that's sort of the base. This is going to be the main hall in here. I think that's long enough. Yeah, it's a decent length, isn't it? So we're just going to come along here. I've actually forgotten how the gap between in here was, but I think it was about 5, but I may have to switch onto the other world just to have a look. Thankfully it streams just the entirety of the Minecraft window, so everything should be fine. Hello kitties, hello kitties, welcome. Okay, so the gap between these was 4 and then the log. Okay, so let's keep that in mind, let's remember that. Let's head back over to the creative world. Here we are. And here we go. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and a block. Here we go, and the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a block. If you don't need a mod of volunteer strip, well, yeah, you do also mod another channel, don't you? So, yeah, if you have the time, you may as well. Obviously, there's not much stuff that comes through. A lot of the stuff is like auto modded because it sort of detects it anyway. But yeah, definitely if it gets like too unmanageable to do myself, I would enlist your help. 1, 2, 3, 4, block. then 1, 2, 3, 4, block. Okay, cool, and we'll just continue that pattern inwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, block. 1, 2, 3, 4, block. And then that's just 5 in the middle, so that's equal. That's nice, that's fine. Yes, there we go. Cool, cool, cool. Okay, we'll just get rid of... No, we'll leave those there just for markings for now. So this will be the front. Yep, we'll do the front facing the village. And this bit... Oh no, I've forgotten how far it comes out now as well. Have to double check that too. Not on Twitch, but I'm mod on TikTok, YouTube and Discord. I imagine it's probably very similar, isn't it? It's just, you know, having the permissions and then pressing a few buttons, making sure no one's saying any slurs or anything like that. Okay, so this one is 5 in between, and that's all we need to remember, I think. Yes, okay. 5 in between. Saying all this says, well, you're allowed to say one of them, I think. But please don't. I've just gone into the wrong server. There we go, that one. Nincompoop. Oh, that's the worst one. Okay, so on this one, 1, 2. Oh, there we go. Pick block 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1 there. And we'll do the same on the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and block there. There we go. Right. And then we'll just continue those all along. Why is there a cat over here? Just continue these all along. Get rid of that. Don't need that there. All along to the back because it flattens out at the back. There we go. Perfect. So I believe on the stream you've got a reference image at the top left. Yes, you do. Okay, cool. So when I'm paused like this, I'm like most likely it's going to be me looking at reference images. So I'm sure you can see that there. That's I'll just put that up there so you can see like what I'm looking at. Let me move this down to the bottom. There we go. And then let's have a look at some of the pictures, because I need to remember. I've got like a whole like folder full of things, so that I can sort of have a good idea of what I'm actually doing. Okay, so we've got Aowen standing at the front of it. Kitties are pests. Kitties are not pests. Kitties are like the best. I love my cat. My cat is the best. Any others though, they do have to earn their respect. Okay, so it's got 3 archers at the front. Oh, I can zoom in. This is amazing. Okay. 3 archers at the front, and we've got some sort of log, kind of open log pillars at the sides. So let's start with those. Got some Celtic knots on them too, so we're gonna have to figure that out. Oh, also actually, this is raised on a stone platform, so we're gonna have to. Oh, where's images there? I've opened the same picture twice. Here we go. Raised on a stone platform, so let's put that in first. A building brick. I haven't even started yet. Barely even started. You're already trying to get me to get distracted. Right, let's get this cat so you guys will leave it alone. What do they like? Salmon, don't they? Right, let's tame this cat then. Come here, you. You have been chosen. You have been chosen by the stream. Oh. 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 That's a good point. How's that going to work? Oh, there we go. Okay, cool. Oh, yeah, that's... Sorry, it's a modded server, Ash, so we can just pick up animals. That must have been quite a shock. But yeah, so let's get a name tag for this little kitty. Item name, stream kitties. And then boop, there we go. I think Kitty's probably the most qualified to tell you that it is a modded server. Yeah, and the creative server also has all the mods in it, so there we go. We've got little stream kitties to watch us build. Maybe we'll give it a little cat bed as well. What is the gender of stream kitties? Ooh, give it a little cyan. Here we go. Let's give kitties a little sofa to sit on. Ooh, no, not that. Let's get some sort of other thing. Maybe we'll do that. So it's like cushions, maybe? I don't know. What are we doing? Getting distracted. That's a good enough sofa. Right. Kitties, come here. This is your little spot, and you can watch me build. There we go. Okay, right, onto the hall. The actual reason we're here. Okay, so that's all turned off, that's fine, lovely. Okay, so we're going to need some stone, some stone, and we're going to need it to be sort of a mix of bricks and cobblestone, because that's sort of what it looks like. So, oh, that's infested cobblestone. Let's not have that. There we go. So we're going to need, let's have a look. So it sort of follows the shape of the building. And it's sort of, it's going to be quite sort of like this-ish. We might, let's count this before we just start randomly placing blocks. Let's actually count how much we're going to need. Yes, you do need to stop procrastinating streaming. I wasn't going to stream tonight because I was in a little bit of a hump, but Jenny just started shouting at me, so I just suddenly felt a bit more energized after that because I knew that, you know, there was demand for it. So I think that's probably about a good distance to come out, because then there's like stairs as well. So if we come out to there first, that's all the way along the front. Just double checking it. I keep closing it instead of minimizing it, which isn't helpful. Yeah, so there's steps at the front, and yeah, okay. So there's going to be steps in the middle. So I'll probably do it about that size, and it sort of goes down. So I'm going to need stairs. Let's get some andesite in that. Like this. We'll make it go up about 3. I think 3 is a good height for a sort of... I cannot read that name, it's so dark blue. Oh, it's Jenny. Jenny, welcome in. Welcome, welcome. Good to have you here. You are the reason for this stream, Jenny, because I wasn't going to stream tonight, so you're the sole reason of this stream. Ash is my friend. A real life friend, Ash is. Yeah, it's completely new people to be introduced to, so introduce yourselves, get friendly with each other. Keeps the engagement of, I'll see you on my little graph at the end of the stream summary. I'll be like, ooh, this is where people were talking. Well, hey, hey. Okay, so this is fine. Good. And then it will need to come along here. So double check of it. Yeah, so it's actually quite tight to the structure. So we'll have it come along here for about 3, and then have it come along here like this. And then we will make it go left. You could join the Grove if you would pass the application process. To the left. Yeah, that seems fine. And then it wraps around quite tightly, I think, around the edges. Yeah, so I think that's probably a good little sort of ratio there. So let's get some signs. So we write down. We can. Oh, I've spelled sign wrong. There we go. Get a birch one so it's easier to read the. I'm also going to get some night vision because I hate the night cycle, and I can't see if it's night time. There we go. So we'll write down the dimensions as we go, so we know that when we're doing it in survival, we don't have to remember all of this stuff. So the staircase is 5 wide. 5 wide. Stairs. I forget that hitting enter doesn't actually enter the the thing. And then 1 block surrounding the edge. And then this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is 7. 7. 3. And this is 6. And this is, I don't know yet. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's also a 6. Perfect. Oop. Not 6W, just regular 6. We're not introducing algebra into here. Do not want algebra in here. I've done enough of that already. Okay, so yeah, so 7, 6, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like that. Here we go. Okay. Now I'm probably just going to leave this platform as like regular stone, and in the survival world we will we'll add the texture in the survival world because that's sort of where it matters the most, and I can do that pretty easily without really thinking about it much. So we will continue this along here. Oh, I think we've got a world edit on here as well, don't we? I need to remember how to actually use that because that'll be really easy. Let me, I think, does he get a wooden axe? Does this work? No, okay. I'm probably missing something extremely obvious, but yes. Right, so we come along to here. The edges is 2, so we'll continue it being 2 at the back as well. I don't believe there are any doors at the back because it looks quite solid, so we will do that like that. Ba-da-bum. Living in the real world. Like that, so we'll come all the way along here. Like this. Ba-ba. Lovely stuff. Yes, usernames are very important for concealing your identity if you want to. I was going to try and conceal my identity as much as possible for streaming, but I just thought, you know, it's easier to just have my name as Dan, and people know me as Dan, because people calling me like Sneaky or Hat or Sneaky Hat would be just a bit odd. And it doesn't really matter too much, like people streaming with face cams all the time. As long as I just don't dox myself, I'll be fine. But yeah, not too fussed about keeping it super secret anymore. Yo, hat, what's up? Yeah, just really, really odd. I don't even like wearing hats, so it'd be really like it'd just be really like strange. I mean, it's my username anyway, but like, you know, whatever. 2gap. Here we go. What about James? Nah, I went off that name. I prefer my real name apart from the one I made up for my my very short music career so far. Okay, let's so let's make this all. Let's actually get some andesite, so it just looks a bit interesting. We can separate the floor from the edges. Like this. And just fill this all in. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome, welcome. Very happy for you to be here. Yeah, a donation would be good for your donation goal, because people usually are quite happy to help out on Twitch and stuff. I'm on my way at the moment to get to Twitch affiliate, so hopefully I can make money on like advertisements and stuff like that. But yeah, it's exciting. It's exciting stuff. Got called Fabulous by an old lady on the train. That is amazing. Were you wearing something fabulous, or were you just dressed in like a joggers and t-shirt? Because old ladies seem to have like a really like glamorized view of everyone. Full bolt. That makes sense then. That does make sense. Okay, right, I've got the edges done. Don't need the inside to be pulled up, but we have this all done. So let's pull in the stone and get this all sort of covered up so we can work with it. There we go. Let's go check on kitties for a second. Feed him some more fish. There you go. Lovely. Got to make sure the cat's well fed, otherwise it'll start screaming. What we're doing, we're continuing the stone, aren't we? No, not you, kitties, the other one. I was just about to say you don't eat fish, but then I just realised that, no, fish is a very popular meal among humans. I love fish. I haven't had like a proper fish and chips in ages. Really craving one. I haven't been able to have much like super fast food and like chippy stuff for a while actually. No, but the college fish and chips are so good though. Like it's still like, you know, it's a ready-made, ready to eat hot meal, and it's like, whoa, lovely stuff. You just can't beat a meal that's made for you. Like just a warm meal that's made for you is just like delectable. Because every time I make a warm meal for myself, it's just, you know, a tin of soup and that's it. Or like, you know, just a microwaved hot meal, or like a hot, like what's it called? Just like tins of ravioli or stuff like that. It's a bit like meh. But like so many of my friends are like really good chefs, and so it's like really nice to eat around their houses sometimes. Now, panini, you can't really go wrong with a panini. So, what is gumbo? I've never heard of that before. What is gumbo? If you can make stir fry, make a stir fry. I love stir fry. Stir fry's good. As long as the beef's not overcooked. Like, it's like one of the best dishes, to be honest. Okay, so now we can start on the actual haul. Beef? Yeah, you can have beef in a stir fry. At least I've had beef in a stir fry before. Sounds regular to me. Okay, this is a really low quality picture. I need to find like a different one. Because I can't see what like materials the front is made out of. It's just like a mesh of pixels. Let's have a look. There's a different one. So it's kind of got like gold trimmings and Celtic knots in it, but that's so much detail and I'm not going to be able to do that. So we're kind of going to need like an interesting looking wood or something similar. Let's have a look on the interweb, see if there's anything better. Any better images of it. It's something just like a stew, but better. But why such a weird name, though? Let's open this in a new tab. Where's the open? Where's... Let me open it, please. Open a new tab, there you go. Okay, so I've got an entire, like, diagram of this place now. Okay. This is good. Compose a Louisiana stew or soup, the state's official cuisine, known for its rich, flavorful stock, meat, or shellfish, and a thickener like dark roux or okra, often featuring the holy trinity of celery, bell peppers, and onions, typically served with rice. That sounds like a Google definition to me. Fair enough, though. That's a good description. Gets the point across, doesn't it? Oh, okay, so the actual... This lower bit is decorated. The stone is decorated. Or at least the front bit is. So we've got a straw roof. And kind of oaky... kind of stripped oaky kind of vibes for the wood. So let's get rid of the proper oak. Stone and lodestone. It's kind of like a mixture of these for the actual front, and then the rest of it is just like kind of regular stone like that. So we'll leave the rest of it for now since it's already filled in with andesite, but we will change the front bit just to try and have a look of how we can do this little pattern on the stone. Let's change all of this to bricks. Shelves for texture. But what kind of texture? Oh, for the walls. Yeah, that could be a good idea. So I've got the all the mods as well, don't I? I've got Mr. Crayfish's furniture. Shelf. Yes, I've got those. Those aren't really too helpful. Yeah, I've got shelves. Those could be good, actually. I don't need a crafting recipe. So it's a shelf. Let's have a look at Crayfish's. Is that a thing I can select? No, it's just going to be embedded into the menu. So let's have a look, see if we can find some interesting detail blocks. Okay, Ash, I'll see you later. I may be streaming later, I don't know, but usually these streams go on for like 5 hours, so you never know. Okay, let's have a look. Let's have a little look. Could use like copper bars, that might work. And chains and things. Yeah, I don't see any of the Mr. Crayfish furniture stuff. So I don't know if that's just not in the creative server, but I don't know. Oh, hang on, here we go. No, none of the modded stuff, it's just... Oh, there's the barrels, but not much else. Okay, that's fine. Oh, jukeboxes could work, actually. The oak jukebox, that looks good. Yeah, okay. Let's get the note block as well. Or is that the same texture? It's the same, okay. Let's put that back. The composter could be good for texture. So could the loom. Okay, let's put all these blocks down so we don't lose them. Shelf, jukebox, there we go. And let's put this. Let's get this floor in first. Where have I dropped that? It's over here. One of those note blocks instead. Yeah, that's true. Jukeboxes are diamonds, aren't they? If they're the same texture, I may as well use the cheaper one. Here we go. Yeah, because note block's just redstone, so that'll be fine. Ah, I finally got a use for redstone. Hell yeah. Nice. That'll be good. That'll be good. So let's continue filling this all a little bit in. And it actually extends into here, because this is sort of an open little area. That isn't, but this is. So we can do that. Unlit redstone lamps. Possibly, possibly. Yeah, maybe, maybe. Yeah, sort of the same colour palette, isn't it? So this can be good. Just turn it to the side so I can see, you know, that's kind of what we want for it, isn't it? Yeah. But also that kind of works too, so we'll leave that there too. Right, let's put all those in there. And continue getting this floor in. Here we go. Texture. Texture, texture, texture. Okay, right. Texture, yeah, so for this I'm just going to leave the rest of that blank because I just want to focus on this first. But I'm basically just going to add in like bits of andesite and regular stone probably, just to give it a bit of, you know, wear and tear in some places. So like bits like that, but yeah, I'm not going to worry too much about it right now. Oops, I've fallen down the hole. Right, so we want to get... Yeah, that's the middle, okay. Front. So it's got 3 arches. The middle one is the tallest. I can't really see... Okay, so we might need to use some, like, fence posts. Because it looks like they're quite thin arches, and then it sort of broadens out to these 2 big pillars at the sides. So let's have a little look. Yeah, okay. So it starts off as stone. So we might even want like end stone. I don't know if that's the right shade though. No, that's way too bright. Right. Mud brick wall. Ooh. Yes, I forgot about brick walls. That's a good idea. Let's look at the other walls as well. Granite might work. Doesn't look like it would though. Everything else is kind of meh. That's orange, so definitely not using that. But yeah, so that's going to be good. So we're going to want some arches. We need 3 of them, so 1, 2, 3. Just sort of vaguely divide it up like that. So it's 3 each for each arch, so that's good. That's all even. And then there's this sort of pattern on the floor of the actual stones themselves. So it kind of does like a... It kind of looks like the Jedi symbol, basically. Yeah, so there's like 2 campfires at either end here, supported by like a stone. So we could do little lodestones there for that. Then campfires. Oh, we've got a copper one now. Ooh, but we're just going to want to use a regular one. Even though the copper one does look quite cool, we'll just use the regular ones. There we go. And then, yes, so we're going to want like fences. So like spruce and then oak. But we are going to just continue that. Like that, maybe. And let me have another look at them, because they're still quite thick things. They don't... I'm not sure if they should be fences. Maybe we can do... It's quite like circular as well, so we can't really get that proper arch, but we do want to get it as close as possible. So let's have a look at some stairs. Yeah, so we're definitely going to want like some oak or maybe jungle stairs, because they're a similar colour to the mud. So if we maybe do that like that, the middle one's going to be the tallest. So if we do that as a 4, like that, then the other 2 are going to be 3, maybe. I mean, it looks a little bit short, but it does get the differences in height across. Yeah, I was going to say that one's a bit short, isn't it? So let's do just an extra 1 on each. There we go. Yeah. Like that. 2 more? What do you mean 2 more? I think that's fine. Because in the actual like picture, they're like... Because in the actual picture, they're like the same... Like their heads are almost touching the tool. Jenny... No, this is fine. This is fine. I'm not listening to you any further than that. Right, so then the next section is... Just get this better picture up. Yeah, okay, so then we've got the interesting patterns for like 2 blocks-ish. Then we're going to need to get some like triangles in somehow. Where are our interesting blocks? They're here. Okay, so we could use the composter for this bit. Okay, Kitty, yep, see you later. Thank you for popping in anyway. Good luck with your work. So, interesting patterns. Yeah, probably these 2 are going to be our friends here. Thank you, Kitty. I appreciate it. I'm sort of doing my best to try and make my place on the server feel like I've earned the right to be here, kind of thing. Don't want to disappoint all the cool builders. Yeah, okay, so if we use... We'll do... Yeah, it's a bit horrible, isn't it? That transition. Yeah, the slab arch, but it's kind of... Because I don't want this to stick out too much. Maybe we move this forwards, and then this can be the... Yeah, okay, let's do that. So let's move this just forwards. And then we can have the layer of the actual wall there as well. Oop, that's the wrong one. Oop. There we go. Do that. And then we can do the slab arch like you're saying, but we won't have to like mess around with how it looks on the back wall, which would be good. So, I mean, for this we can do kind of, if we do that, maybe you could like connect into the wall once the little things up, maybe? Yeah, that could be fine, possibly. We'll leave it like that for now. We need the slab. So we'll get the jungle slab. Like that. Lovely stuff. There we go. Nice. And then we shall get some jungle note blocks. Oh, we do have crayfish stuff in here. It's just not showing up in any of the regular stuff. Bit odd. But that's fine. At least we've got the texture things. So let's fill the back with jukeboxes. Jukeboxes? Note blocks. Like this, and just see how that works. It's a little bit annoying placing it all like this. But it's all for the greater good. The greater good. Like that. Yeah, sort of gets it sort of about right, isn't it? Oh, that's missing one there, isn't it? Like that. Yeah, okay. So then we're going to want another pattern on top of those. So I think if we leave that line like that, let's see if that's going to ruin the look of the arch. Meh. Yeah, I'd rather not have it. So let's have those two like that, which is fine. Maybe just an extra one there. Then we need to add that thing as well. And then we'll have the shelves or the composter on the top. I kind of want to transition it to oak as well, because oak is the nicer colour. I don't want to keep everything jungle. So let's see which is going to look better. Oh, that's not going to work, is it? What does the back of a shelf look like? Absolutely terrible. So it's going to have to be on front of a block. So if we put composters all the way along anyway, then we can just put shelves on the front of them if we need. There we go, like that. And then let's have a look. It's the transition of the wood. It just doesn't look right, does it? We can't really make all of this oak because otherwise it's going to look too weird with the mud. Let's try replace some of these with like the oak note blocks. See if that makes a difference. Let's have a look at that. It's a little better, but it's still a very harsh meh contrast. What could we do? It's actually quite a dark wood. The wood for the the hall. So maybe if we do like a stripped, it's kind of this colour, like stripped spruce. So maybe if we do stripped spruce as the main wood, and then this would be oak. So oak stairs and slabs. Like this. Yeah, it's a completely different colour to the arch now, isn't it? Oh dear. Let's put those up there so we know what we're building to. Like that. With those in, it looks a bit better. I do think the oak is going to work better. What if the arch is all mud? That might make a difference. Let's have a look. It just doesn't have enough of a zhuzh to it, does it? It just doesn't have the same effect as the stairs. There are oh, are there? Hang on, mud. Oh yeah, there's stairs and slabs as well. Duh. Don't know what I was thinking there. Okay, so this was that height, wasn't it? Yep. Look at that. There we go. And then these will be up here. Look at that. Yeah, that looks better. Okay, cool. Whoop. Whoop. Boop. And boop. Yeah, okay, that kind of works. I might put like a trap door or something here just to sort of fill in this gap that's kind of visible. So we could do like either a jungle or an oak or a spruce. Let's see what kind of works better. That's going to be the most solid option, but it is quite the difference. That's probably going to work the best, isn't it? Yeah, because that blends in with the mud quite a bit. So let's do those there on the gaps. Kind of. Ish. Meh. What does that look like? Meh. Let's not do that. Let's just do it on the gaps. Just we could also fill that in just like that as well, can't we? Yeah, we go. What if we put little bits in there? It kind of blends it a bit. But what about the jungle trapdoor? Does that look better because it's part of the arch aesthetic? The arch colour a bit better? Yeah, kinda. Oh, that's going to interrupt the shelf, so let's not put them up there. But a stair opposite of stairs on the top arch. A stair opposite the stairs. I don't know what you mean by that. There's already stairs opposite each other. Do you mean like back there? Like behind? Kind of like that kind of thing. Or like a... You have to be a bit more specific. Go to one of the stairs. Yep. Like there. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. I see. Yes, no, that's got a nice little flow to it. That makes the top arch look a lot taller as well and sort of more prominent. It's good. Maybe we could do this as like a full brick as well. Instead of just it being thin. It could be a full brick and then it kind of goes into the smaller... Yeah. That kind of works. Cool. Okay. Should we make this stairs as well, or should we leave those? I don't know. It kind of gets rid of the need for that. Yeah. Well, it's okay. So we don't need those anymore, which is good. We can then have some like spruce stairs, I guess. Sort of doing that as the transition. But then it does need to be an arch here, though. I don't know why this gap is here. There we go. Boop. Let's just... Oh, the sound is... I've been getting so distracted I keep not finishing these little tasks I was going to do. Right. Right, that's good enough for now. Okay, so now we need arches on the sides. Oh, this looks cool. This does look cool. Okay, so arches on the sides, and they're the same. As the ones at the front. So we can just do another one of these, and hopefully it'll be okay. It's going to be a slight difference, but it doesn't matter too much. Here we go, like that. Like this, and then we won't need to hassle with the slabs, because that can just be a little thing like that. Oh, actually we could put one on the top, can't we? Oh, no we can't. Right, let's put two trapdoors on the top. Like that, there we go. Then we'll do the same on the other side over here. Yes, like that. Here we go. Lovely stuff. Okay. This needs to be spruce. Let's change that to spruce as well. And then behind that again is going to be the note blocks. And little spruce slabs. Lovely. Note blocks. Here we go. Lovely stuff. And then the composters on top. Okay. Nice. And then shelves as well. There we go. 2, 3, 4. Okay, right, next little bit. So it sort of goes into like pointy triangles and then little trusses to hold up the next section. So we're going to want some fences. So we can do one more layer of these, like that. And then we're going to want some fences. We can do with spruce just for a bit of variation. Oh, actually no. One more layer. One more layer. And then this is going to be alternating like that. And that's sort of what it looks like. Let's go back into the picture. Yeah. And then there's going to be sort of a line underneath. And then a triangle. So probably want some more trapdoors. Let's have a look at the spruce and the oak. Spruce might work better for this spot, this bit particularly. Like that. And then it's another section. So we're going to want possibly like the sort of loggy texture here. Yeah. It's going to be very difficult to play this. It's a very awkward way to build, but I've got to do it for the texture. Oh, here we go. If I just sneak along here. Like that. Yeah, that looks cool. Those trapdoors work quite nicely with the that up there. Let's have a little look at this. Yeah, okay, so then wood. Oak. There we go, it shows all the stuff we can use. We've got the signposts. I don't know if those go upside down. I doubt they do. Cutting board. Oak blinds. Blinds could work. Let's have a look, see what those look like. And how many... Oh, I see, okay. So it's basically just like ladders as a texture. I might extend these, doing kind of like something like that. Just so it's not one boring thing, you know. There we go. Just look if I do that. Is that too much detail? Is this too much, or is that... I don't mind it. It does look a bit chaotic, but I don't mind it. I mean, texturing is chaotic, so you can't really win everything, can you? Okay, so let's actually change this to plank. I think I'm going to use... because it's sort of like a little bit that's overshadowed by a couple of like wooden plank bits. So if we do that, but I kind of want like something vertical, so maybe I'll do... some stripped logs, but I'll kind of make it go between the oak and the jungle. No, because that looks a bit cracked, doesn't it? It's like pink. Why is it pink? Do it like this. Get the oak there. Like that. And then we can do it like this. Like that, there we go. But we do want it to be a triangle, so let's actually extend it one below. And then we can start the triangle like immediately as we get to the top. Like this, and then we can go in. And just make a full triangle. Like that. And it's got a little decorative piece in the middle as well. Which is like a little kind of star. Is that a clock or is it? It's just like kind of like a star thing. So it's going to be sort of that size. It is long. No, it is. It's pretty equal all the way around. But we could use that, couldn't we? Use a birch as like the center. So it's kind of got that little target kind of pattern to it. And we want kind of pointy outsides, so let's have a look at what we could do for that. Maybe like the fences could work for this. No, it's a bit boring, isn't it? How about the gates? The gates could do something. Not really mind-boggling, is it? Maybe if we do the gates as like a bit on the outside. But the middle needs to be like... just needs to have some pizzazz. Those are too white, I think. I don't think these are working. Maybe it's like that. Ooh, I'm not sure. So it kind of works, it just looks a bit boring. And something exciting on there. Could use like a bamboo door, that might work. See what this does. Although I don't need, I might need a floor for it, don't I? Yeah. Can I use string? Can you put doors on string? I doubt it. No, you can't. I assume you can put them on trapdoors. Yeah. So if we do a door on there, can you not put it on a closed trapdoor? Oh, hang on a minute. No, you can't put it on a closed one. Okay, so it's got to be open. Great. We could get some stairs to put it on. Some upside down stairs could work. Same colour as the door. Like that. Probably want it to be one up though. If I do another one on top, it's not really. This bit isn't really going well, is it? I kind of want like lights. So that's going to be way too bright, isn't it? Yeah, it just kind of blends in with the birch. Let's get rid of all this. Could use dripstone. If we do like a thing like that in the middle, then we just kind of point out like that. It's not going to go on the sides, but that's kind of how it looks. Yeah, so you've got the points and the sort of swirly bit in the middle. I don't know if there's going to be... Nothing else really goes to the sides, does it? This is like chains. You could do some like wax chains. It's quite a similar colour. Kind of works, doesn't it? Okay, so let's just replace all of the oak that was there. Cool. So now there's the roof, which is basically the same colour as the hay roof. Okay, so we're going to want like birch as the sort of lighter edge, but we might want bamboo because it's like it's a very similar colour to the hay. That's, what the heck is that? A void upgrade. Okay. No, we want hay as in hay. Horse hay. There we are. Look at that. I don't know how like good of a roof that is though. Let's have a look at some yellow rocks, see if there's a better texture for it. Not really. Not really. Let's see if there's anything better. Literally anything better. Sand I don't think would work. End stone is not. Like, it's quite clearly stone. That could be cool if that was like... Oh, you can't place it on things that aren't grass, so maybe... If there was like a dirt path block there, can you place that on there? No. There's not much, is there? These, because those are like way too bright for what we want. It's also too bright. Maybe we should do a bamboo roof then. If we can't find a good like colour for the roof. Okay, yeah, so let's just do a bamboo roof because that looks like a much better colour than the straw, the hay, whatever it is. Yeah, this is going. This is horrible. Absolutely horrible. Bamboo. I think we're going to use, unless there's any other stairs, there are not. Bamboo lamp. Yeah, okay, so it's pretty much exactly the same colour, at least on the drawing. Let's have a look at different reference picture. But it's obviously clearly a different texture, so let's not do bamboo. Let's do the birch, because it's a similar texture, but we can do the planks. And we're going to do this sort of thing. Like this. That's not going to fit the whole thing in, is it, though? Okay, let's do it one lower. so we can actually fit everything in. And then like so, we get a thin roof piece that doesn't like look too thick or too like blocky. So let's continue that on the other side, and we're gonna do that there. Actually, if we make these two like that, because then this needs to continue up this way a little bit, and so it'll become a little pattern. And that also needs to go up this way a little bit. Like that. We'll figure that out later. Let's just let's continue this pattern down here. Like this. Do a little walkway up here. Yep, this is definitely changing. It's going to be something like that. Might want to use some different textures though, because this looks a bit naff, doesn't it? Yeah, not the best, is it? So let's see what else we can do to sort of spice this up a bit. We can kind of have that kind of on the sides, which gives it a bit more of an interesting thing. Because the actual things are like, it's horses. And they're facing inwards. So I don't know how we're going to mimic a horse. But we could... Let's type in stem. If you do it out of oak, then it shows that it's a different thing. At least. And it's a little bit of a break from the birch. No, this is not going well. What could we do? We could do... Yeah, okay, let's try and do a horse with these. You might be able to get a horse shape out of fences, possibly. If we did like that, and nope, not that. That. Is that acceptable? Meh. I think that looks fine. It's just this birch is throwing me off because like the material looks a bit crap. So let's have a look at the stairs again. Let's see if we can find a better material for it. Maybe we do the mud again. Because it's sort of already down there. If we bring it back up there, it might look alright. But I'm not sure. Herm. Ha. Yeah, let's do the mud and see how it goes. Like that. Yeah, it kind of works, doesn't it? Just need to change that to mud. This definitely feels like it needs to be a bit more dripstone. If we could make stairs out of dripstone, that would be lovely, but we can't. So I think that's just going to have to do. Maybe if we do jungle, actually, because it's a similar colour. We could do the fences. Like that, maybe? Yeah. It looks a little blank. Not quite sure what I can do about that right now, though. Let's just keep building, and we'll come back to it with a fresh sort of perspective on things. So what we want now is these sort of totem poles that come just below the top here. So it's these. They're going to want to be 4 wide at the bottom, at least. Like that. Then they sort of thin out at the top. Definitely a lot quicker than that. So let's bring this down. Like that. And then it can stop about there. Yeah, and then we'll give it its little like horns. So it's got kind of a little horny guy on the top. A little helmet with horns on the top of it. Kind of like that. Yes. Indeed, Rooney, something like that. Maybe we'll do that as stairs instead. No, because we kind of have it a little face, don't we? Kind of give it a little face. So maybe we do the gate there. So can we put a little head on top? If the piglin head goes there, that's basically what's on top, but it doesn't look very correct, does it? Yeah, I think just the spruce. Maybe we'll change it to a plank, or like, yeah, let's put a plank on top. So it's got the little texture change. And then these could be its little horns. That, yeah, that kind of works. So now we're going to want a bit of shaping to these pillars. So we're going to want spruce, spry. Hello, warriors. Welcome back. Ooh, okay, we can get some shelves in there as well. That'll be good. So that looks a bit crap. Meh. It's better than Lexon. Yeah, we can get those up there, so it's a bit thicker there. And it doesn't look like it's coming in so much. And then, yeah, that can sort of thin out at the top there. Good. And we'll leave that inside bit because that'll probably need to be adapted. So yeah, okay. Right. Then we'll just finish that off like that. Or something like that. Like that. No. Like that. Like that. Yeah, that looks fine. So then we'll do the same this side. We'll do that and that, I believe. believe. Just needs to go one down. Boop, 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 boop. There we go. And then yeah, we need to extend the pillar on this side too. Here we are. This. And it's the same height as this little curl up here. So yeah, that's good. And then the little guy on the top, which we will keep as just a regular block of planks. And then we'll put the horns up there. There we go. Right. Let's add in that bamboo. So we've got a bit of an idea of what it's going to look like. Yeah. Yeah, that shouldn't be too bad, should it? Okay. I'm still not satisfied with this mud sort of truss here, though. Not satisfied with the material. Let's try and pick a different one. Because I don't want it to be the planks material, because that just looks a bit, you know, like cheap. Maybe the granite or this could work, because it's like, that's the sort of colour I'm trying to go for. Definitely not going to be end stone. Definitely not. Not quite sure that's going to work. We'll put it there anyway, just as a placeholder. Then we'll put the granite on this side here. No, it doesn't work because it's quite obviously stone, isn't it? That side definitely looks older. But that side is a little better. Maybe I should just do bamboo. But the mosaic bamboo. Ooh. Because it's at least different to this. Maybe it's better to have that as the roof and then the other one is... Hang on. That. And that. If that's the roof. And these... are the truss. Oops. Punk. It's not much of a difference, is it? Let's try and put them on this side. See if that makes a difference. See if the look is better with the mosaic as the stairs. That kind of looks better. Oh, there needs to be more yellow options. This is the problem. There needs to be more yellow options. Right, we'll leave it like that for now. And we'll leave the stripped bamboo as the roof. Yeah. Okay. Now I've got to sort out the actual walls of the thing. So it's going to be spruce. And it's going to be a mixture of this and planks. So let's just put that there like that. Perfect. And by my sort of looking at it, let's look at another picture as well. There's 3 struts, or sort of beams that go across. And then it sort of melds into the top of the structure, just at sort of that height there. So we're going to clear our inventory. I'm going to bring this up and just keep it just our height, so we've got a judgment for where we need to be going into the actual build. Like that, so we know where we're building into. It's got 3 struts to get to that bit, sort of beams. So we use the spruce. Because it's using 2 different types of wood, so we want... Well, it's got kind of a brighter wood as the beams, so... We're going to need these again. So maybe we'll use oak as the beams. So we use the stripped oak. So it starts off as spruce. Maybe we'll use planks for this as well. So spruce planks. And it's got the first beam. Like that. And then it's got a second layer of spruce. And then the note blockses. Note blocks, there we go. Then actually that's 2 up, and the third one is the jukeboxes. So if we do, well, actually this is kind of not really 2 scale anymore, is it? So we'll do that. And then I believe the top one is also then spruce. And then more jukeboxes and more planks. More jukeboxes. More spruce. Then another beam and a spruce. Another beam and then spruce. So that's the pattern we want. And then we're going to want to sort of curve it into a roofy bit. It's not like a massive gradient, sort of degrees incline, I guess is the word, but it's decent enough. We need some vertical beams as well, so we want one sort of here, like that, and then one on the outside, I think. Oh, but the beams are actually going to be oak as well. These ones. So we'll do that. And then one here. Like that. And then we just need to make the roof sort of angle down. Bit sharper than that, I think. Maybe that kind of works. I kind of want this to be less tall though. So we're going to kind of want that. Yeah, and then we're going to have another one of these in the front. But to be fair, we could probably do this with slabs. Like this. We have that one raised up so we can have the proper bamboo sort of sticking out the top a little bit. Yeah. Maybe if it's even sticking out super at the top. Like that, there we go. Like that. And I believe that pattern carries along all the way along there, but these have little windows and things in them, so we'll leave that for a second. And yeah, okay. Sort of make this come down like that, so it doesn't just cut off at the end. There we go. Maybe if that extends one more. Or down a bit, maybe. Down a bit, and then kind of does that. Yeah, there we go. Okay. And that'll come along like that. And this. Maybe we leave it like that. Yeah, we can leave it like that. Maybe. Oh, we can make those stairs, couldn't we? It's the same texture, so just make that stairs. Cool. Okay. Then we'll just repeat that on the other side as well, so we can get a just get a proper full picture of what it's going to look like from the front. So spruce stripped, boof, boop, boop, boop. Spruce. Stripped. Spruce. Note block. Spruce. Stripped. And spruce. Then that first one of that is showing. Then we've got 3, 4, 5. 1, 3, 4, 5 from the start, and then it comes down one more, and that's it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it comes down one more, and that's it. Slab, bamboo stairs. I'm a little confused at what I've done over there. That's for some reason got it like this. So it's 3. Okay. Three. And 3 down there as well. Don't know why that doesn't go down there. I assume it's because of the slabs. Yes. So 1, 2, 2, 2. So we've got 1, 2, 2, 2. And that one kind of does this, doesn't it? Yeah. So that's going to need to be a spruce. So 1, 2, 2, 2. So 1 and 3 twos. 1 and 3 twos. Yep, and then it does that little Tetris block at the end. Then we curve it around. Like that. Cut off the corner. Like that. 3, and then it's stairs. That's like that too, isn't it? Boop. Perfect, perfect. Okay. And that's just a flat kind of thing like that. No, this needs to move up, doesn't it? Yeah. So we start. Ooh. 1, 2, 2, 2. 1 and 3 twos, and then 1, 1. So 1, 3 twos, 1, 1. Then this bottom layer is 1, 2, 2, Tetris block. Like that, there we go. Lovely stuff. My eyes are hurting from looking at this screen. It's so much yellow, I'm just like, my eyes are so fatigued. Okay. Probably put a little slab there to smooth out the roof as well. to make it a bit more of a steady incline. Like that. Cool, cool, cool. Cool beans. Cool beans. And this little side here, and I assume that's supposed to come down like that. So that this side technically should actually be a little bit shorter, so I've actually messed that up a little bit. It's a little bit unfortunate. I'll just double check the image. Yeah, so it sits comfortably like sort of right underneath it. So yeah, we have messed it up a little bit. That's fine, we can always move it down. Let's go over to this side. Let's just move the roof down. Like so. And so I guess it's just gonna slot under there. So we're gonna want it kind of like this. Like that, and then use some trapdoors on the top, like that. There we go. Actually, let's do a bit more of a decline. Like this. Yeah, like that. And then this bit can be the slab. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so then these two are going to be blocks. And that's going to come down like that. This is a little annoying. I suppose we can have it like that, but I'm not a massive fan of it. Maybe we could do just something like that, just to make it look kind of like the straw is overflowing on the banister. And then that can continue as the roof for a bit, can't it? Yeah. Okay. Let's see if we can have a look at the inside wall of this section here. I believe it's just going to be the same pattern, shouldn't it? Yeah, it looks like the same pattern, so we'll just continue that pattern on the inside. So we have the banister, and then the planks, more planks on the top here, and the note blocks, then another layer of planks. I'll actually just remove those. I'll probably just put those there, to be honest. Maybe I'll make them slabs, just to... maybe trapdoors, just to... just cover up this top bit, but without taking away from the arch. Now see that invades, but the other two are fine. Yeah. And I suppose this top bit is just free reign, so I'll probably just do like a line of this this stripped oak, and I'll cover it with trapdoors at the bottom. Oops, there we go. Cover it with some trapdoors. Oops. There we go. Cool. And then we need the front gate, don't we? Ooh, the lighting just fixed itself. I need to actually look at what the gate looks like, don't I? Can't really see it in the any of these pictures. Let's try and find another one. Okay, yeah, I found one. It's literally just a little doorway. Little doorway. With sort of a nice engraved outline around it. So we'll use, yet again, these. Maybe we'll use the composters on the inside for a bit of variation though. Like this. Yeah, then that can just be decorated like that. Cool. Or find a good picture of the inside. So it's going to be like a sort of decorative stone with red stone sort of carved in between. So we're going to want some like polished granite. And we're going to want some other stone. Some like decorative smooth stone. Here we go. These side areas are kind of split into, like they kind of go on for a bit and then there's a door, and I assume it goes up to some stairs to the second floor, because that's where all the bedrooms and things are. But let's figure out this stone pattern. So it's got like sort of like straight crosses in the middle, then there's some curves around the edges. So if we start at the door, we'll do some like straight crosses like that. And then we'll fill a little bit in. And the outsides, we kind of curve around like that. 1, 2, 3. Oh no, it's just 1, 2, 3, and then like that. And then it's more X's, like this. Oh, have I fucked that up? There we go, like that, like that. Maybe this needs to be an extra one out so it doesn't like mix up too bad. Let me have another look at it. Yes, there's an X and then there's a curve. So X and then the middle curves. How big's the X? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's exactly in the middle, so we don't want that. So we want it to be curved kind of like that. Maybe we'll do stairs to make it look like it's curving in a bit, but in reality it's not. Just give it a bit of an extra curvy look to it. Two, three. And then it goes back in. We'll do the same with these. like these. That looks like a penis so far. Let's make sure we fix that. Yep, let's do that, and then it'll join back into there. And it's going to cross over again here. Like that. That's not even. This one is all over the place. What's happening here then? So 2, and it goes out from this one instead. Okay, so I see what I've done. Two. Actually, it should go one more, or those two, and then it will come in for the X. That. That kind of looks like a love heart. That's nice. And these will go out as well, because that's just how the pattern is. Lots of crosses and curves and woos and wahs. Like these. Lovely. And then this will be a curve again. 2, 4, 3, 4. The little stairs. And then those will come in like that again. But I'll do it the 3 block again. It doesn't really matter if the pattern ends at the end of the chamber, because I mean the stage is going to be covering this bit anyway, so it does not matter too much. So, yeah, so X's. That. Bonk, bonk. Lovely stuff. Lovely, lovely stuff. Yeah. Yeah, it looks good. Okay, so then the pillars go in between those. which is going to be a little bit of an issue actually. Should have planned that before I put the floor in. Let's just ignore that design fact. And maybe just... because then we're only going to have 3 pillars, aren't we? Hang on, how many are there? How many are there? 36. Counted them myself. 36, but last year I had 37. This is a big haul. So 1, 2, 3. Is that the entire bit? Now that I look at it, my haul seems a little small. Maybe I should make it a little bit longer. I feel like that's probably for the best. Just gonna make it a little bit longer. Let's just add an extra 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Just an extra little section on the back, just to make sure we've got enough room for like everything. Because I don't want to like run out of space and make it look like too short. There we go. Okay, so we can finish this pattern now. Hooray! Okay, so it goes like that, and then it basically curves in like this. Kind of. Doesn't quite look right, does it? 3, 2, and then it curves. Okay, so it curves, makes an X in the middle here, and then does that. Kinda. It's kinda what it does. But it doesn't make the L shape on the other bits. Oh, because those bits are on the inside, so it's not actually a mirror image. So I'm actually a little bit of a fool. So if it was going to be a mirror image, let's make it a mirror image instead of trying to close off the pattern. Okay, so there we go. Okay. Okay, so that comes out, and it's going to need to be a square. Square there. Nope. Square, no, yep. Square there. That bit, no. This bit, yes. Still wrong, somehow. No, it is the square there. You silly sausage. You silly sausage. Da, 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 da. Nope. In one. Look at that. Okay, well they don't line up because that's not lined up. So if I want to make it even, I'm going to have to do this is 3. And then that comes up here. Like that, there we go. And then that just continues like that basically. So the big X goes out, makes those, and then these start expanding into the next ones. And then these become the little 3s, like these. Perfect. And then that goes out yet again, like that, and makes a 2. I think. Perfect. Hang on a second. Oh, okay, when I do the floor again, I'm going to do it completely differently. I'm going to leave it like that as now, so I've got the main like idea, but in the survival I'm going to do it a lot differently. I'm going to plan it a lot different. Okay, so we'll just leave the rest of the floor as this sort of stone. Oop. There's 2 blocks there somehow. So this is the back. Okie dokie. Literature club. Dokie dokie. Every day I imagine to be with you. Hello stream kitties. How are you? Do you want some fish? Do you want some fish? Do you want some fish? There you go. You deserve it, you cute little fella. Oh, look at you. I love cats. Meow meow meow. Meow meow meow. Meow 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 meow. Meow 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 meow. Meow 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 meow. Meow 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 meow. Meow 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 meow. Meow 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 meow. Meow 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 meow. Meow 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 meow. Dooba 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 dooba. Beep 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 bop 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 bop. You guys know a lot about trucks. Bing bing bong bong. That's correct, isn't it? Yes. Oh, goodness gracious me. Okay, so this is also extended, so that one goes there. Get an extra little log of it. Oh, wait, hang on a minute. Extra little log here as well. Yes, 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 yes. Perfect. Yeah, otherwise that would have been way too short. This is like good length. This is good. Yes. Because I still need to build the stage. So maybe I should extend it a bit more as well. Oh, goodness gracious me. Okay, yeah, let's extend it one more. 1, 2, wait, what? I think once I've got this extended, I might end the stream because I'm extremely tired. I was not planning on streaming today either, but Jenny wanted it very badly, so yeah. But I'm not going to do like a regular 5-hour, 6-7 hour stream like I usually do because boy am I tired, and I still have yet to eat dinner. So yes, but yeah, let's extend this. And then we will head off for the day. But it's been a good little session of designing. I'm quite happy with it. It's been going good. Just yeah, just like, whew, it's been a long day already, so I don't want to add like loads of hours onto the stream for me. And I've got to write an article, I need to do the research on that, so I need to make sure I'm sleeping well for tomorrow, because I've got lessons. And what day is it actually? Hang on. What day is it today? It is Tuesday. Okay, so yeah, so tomorrow I've got a free day, so I'm probably going to have to go in and be like, whoa, let's do some work. Oh dear. The flat group chat has, it's going insane. So I'm distracted by my phone. Oh, piss off, technology. Do not need your horrible distraction machine. Horrible, 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 horrible. Get out of here. Pop, 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 pop. The inside of a hole. Okay, yes. This is better. Although this is not going to be the wall, is it? This is going to be the wall. Let's outline the wall. this. Like this. Nope. Like this. Like this. Oh, it's missing a corner. Let's put the corner in there. Lovely stuff. Cool. Yes. Good. This is good. And I'll just do all this in preparation for the other little add-ons we've got to put on there. Maybe I'll stream that tomorrow evening after I've done some work, because I have not done a work in a while, so I'll need to make sure to get on that tomorrow, just so I don't fall behind, because falling behind is never good. Like that. And place all of these. Oh, that's not too bad actually. I thought it was going to be a bit difficult to play this. Blah. I thought it was going to be a bit more difficult to play this. Don't know what's happened there. Oh, yeah, that was the pillar, wasn't it? Cool beans. Maybe I'll put the pillars on in line with this here, so I can have a couple more. And they don't really need to be, you know, in line with the pattern. Something like that. Right, okay. Yeah, but overall, I'm quite happy with how the front looks. I do not mind that at all. I think that's a decent front to it. This is definitely going to have to be adjusted. That looks much better. And that's the proper side, isn't it? Yeah, so here's. So thank you very much for joining me on this lovely little creative stint we've gone on. And I will see you all in the next stream or video that you decide to watch. And yeah, I will see you all later. Goodbye.